What's up guys, hello and welcome to this video. In this video we will basically talk about how I make ad creators that got me to consistent 4K days. And yeah, I just hope that I can refresh your mind a little bit with that, and I think we should just go straight into it. So how do I make ad creators that got me to consistent 4K days? And this is what I'll be covering in this video. We're going to be covering the number one mistakes that killing your ads, not budget or the product, what actually makes people buy and the psychology behind it, and how do I do it different. You can just steal my framework. So you also will get some examples just to copy. So, but first, if you don't know me, I'm Alex. I went from working a 9 to 5 in a bottle factory to making 800K in 2 years. And I documented all of this inside of my Instagram. I made videos every day. Yo, day one of becoming an e-commerce millionaire. And this was basically me. I was in the bottle factory. And then afterwards, I just became this person who's being able to scale and sell, and took my parents to the apartment where I was living in Cyprus. Yeah, I was just traveling the world, building a six-figure brand, and yeah, those are the results I had. And 2K days, you see, 4K days, 1.8K days, 6K days, and more. So yeah, now you got the dopamine hit, and let's actually dive into this video. And yeah, this is one mistake that's literally ruining your ad creative more than anything. Most people try to sell purely with logic, and I call it logic first advertising, and this is what I don't recommend. So they try, discounts, BOGO, free shipping, your product features, and they all don't always work. And you want to know why? Because you're giving a discount of free shipping doesn't mean that people should buy. There's a missing piece, guys, and this is emotion. When you're trying to sell something, you're trying to sell emotion, bro. And yeah, emotion is, if your ad doesn't make people feel anything, then they're not gonna watch the ad and let alone buy. So what I mean with that is, people have an attention span of a goldfish, and you need to grab an emotion in the first 3 seconds that people actually want to make they want to watch this video. And the markets are very saturated, yeah, but they've seen already 15 ads since morning, and if your ads doesn't stand out and be different, it's game over. The key is to trigger the emotion first, and I call it emotion first advertising. It could be that you do in the first 3 seconds saying something like, what the fuck are you even doing? What the hell? That you trigger some sort of emotion, and you don't just yap about oh, this is a good product, this is amazing, this is a very good. You should really trigger an emotion. And now I'm gonna show you how people actually buy. So in your ad creative, you need to be sure that people feel some sort of an emotion. As you maybe can see a little bit, I like home decor. So that's why I've been selling products in this niche, because I'm decorating my home always in a very cool way, and I film creatives and I send also the products to other people who also care about home decor. And we trigger some sort of an emotion, which is you're gonna feel more comfortable at home. You're gonna feel more attractive, when you walk around, when you have guests, they look at your home decor and they be like, yo, this looks amazing. And I'm always triggering this kind of emotions inside of my customers, inside of my brands. So you need to do that. You need to make videos with a little bit of you need to have a little bit of heart. Some people, in case of fashion, it's just normal if you just show your jacket and you just turn around and say nothing. You just have a trendy sound and that's it. Because it already does everything, right? People are gonna feel attractive. They want to feel confident in their new jacket. And this applies to every niche or every product. People also be like, oh, which product, which product? Bro, you can sell any product you like, and this proves it already. You know, I could say it with home decor, I can say it with clothing, I can say it with smart tech, you know. Oh, you care a bit more about your health by tracking with a smart ring. Could be all the same, man. But people are also not being able to make the most amazing copy, and also their ad creatives are just shit. And they think there's like this magic button they can click inside of their ad account, which makes people buy. But just the whole setup, the whole funnel needs to be like just perfect. It needs to be aligned with the emotions and everything what you're selling, so people can relate to it and they will buy. Also, having a no-brainer offer. A no-brainer offer is something like buy two get two for free, or buy this get this on top, and this also on top. So you get like extra bonuses, or yeah, like some sort of a gift what you can give people. And I would recommend to you guys reading the book Sell Like Crazy. This book helped me a lot. I've been mentioning it in my last video before. So yeah. So make sure that you trigger emotions inside of your ad creative. You need to know that like, people want to feel something after buying. When they buy my product for home decor, let's say just for home decor, they're gonna feel like, oh, my home's gonna look so much better. They're gonna be relieved and like happy, you know. And yeah, that's very important, guys. So with Logic, you can just like say, yeah, buy one get one, free shipping, discount and all. But emotions overall just opens the door. Okay, Logic closes the sale, so that means you trigger an emotion in the first few seconds, and then afterwards, you know, at the end you can go with Logic. And yeah, Logic closes the sales. We need both, but patience is key, guys. Look, I know you want to be profitable. You see all of those videos, all of those people trying to become rich and wealthy, and everybody is just yapping like, oh, look, I'm so profitable now. But some of you guys are really not prepared for this. I did over 2,500 videos, like for my brands and for other people and for other projects where I was involved. And I just learned in this process on how to make good creatives. It's like driving a bicycle. At the first, like you need support, like first time you need support wheels. You cannot really drive, but with the time you get more stable and stable, you don't need them. And you just drive, bro. So this is the same with ecom, especially if you are a person which is new into ecom, or like just made their first sales. You're struggling, being like, yo, what is the secret? Make more ads. I do not care where you're at currently. Just make more ads, post them organically, especially if you want to take your brand like as a serious brand. So please just do it, all right? So here's one example of a good ad which has been active since a while, and they are using a lot of emotion that people buy it.
To my son, never forget how much I love you. As you grow older, you will face many
So as you guys can see, like, yo, to my son, and even though it's AI, you know, it's the same, but this one is also AI. I see it also very often. Grounding well is something which is active since a while.
You don't have arthritis, you don't have cancer, you don't have all these health disorders. What you have is chronic inflammation.
In this video, they're gonna use curiosity to trigger an emotion, be like, yo, listen carefully. This secret is out, you know, and it targets a specific group of people. And you see it goes 4 minutes. And it's online since when? July 2025. Like, look, there's even a person selling freaking socks. So, you know, every type of product works. if you guys are this person like, oh, I don't know what to sell, I don't know how to do it, just get fucking started, bro. There's no shortcut. You just need to do something and stick to it. This guy is just called Sock Station. What is your excuse, bro? He's selling socks since 2022. So, or even here, he's just selling jewelry. And yeah, jewelry is, bro, like he just has a cross. He targets probably like Christian people. Or let's look for the ski product. You know, those sounds which have been used, they can be also very helpful inside of your ad creators. You also clicked on this video because you have seen my video on Instagram. So it's the same thing. It's also a creative. All of this stuff, guys, you're seeing online is a creative. And when you're using this device here, you are the consumer. No matter what you do, you cannot avoid it. Either you're this person who creates, or you're this person who's gonna be left behind, be crying, or like, oh, this doesn't work, because you don't want it bad enough. Just be this creator and be the person who really like puts their whole life maybe into this. I put my whole life into like building this all, you know, that's you probably even listening to me. And I really want that you guys know that like I'm just a genuine guy. Like for real. You guys should understand that it's all about creative. It's like if we really compare it, bro, those are just pixels and they control your life. And you gotta be the creator. You gotta form the pixels in the way you need them that people actually buy. So just keep creating, bro. Stay humble and it's all gonna work out. Also, of course, guys, I have a call to action for you. DM me the word mentor on Instagram if you want me to personally help to scale your store to your first 500 euro a day using the paid ads ecosystem in the next 10 weeks. I've done this for multiple people. I know you hear all of this bullshit online. Yeah, or it's not this guy made. But I really like did this. This is one of my students. His name is Milos. He just did 8.1K in just 1 week. And I helped him to quit his job. He was a worker in a grocery store. And also, I of course have many other screenshots of people doing good numbers. And I personally mentored them, as you guys can maybe see. But yeah, it's all a thing of belief and how you treat everything. And you can see sometimes we even had like a 9% conversion rate. It's all definitely possible. And if you have low calibrating friends, people who are like thinking very small, and you don't believe into this new era of people are like digital people who just use their device, bro. Come on, everybody. If you go to a concert or like going out, or I need to film it. Come on, bro. Everybody's on their device stuck forever. Use this opportunity. You're gonna thank me in the future. Alright guys, I will say thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I hope I could reframe your mind a little bit. I will post more videos of course like that, and I just hope that you guys not getting too addicted to watching too much YouTube and not implementing everything. Alright, see you in the next video, bro, and I see you also on my Instagram.